Hello everyone and welcome to Kiwi's Guide to Walls and Wall Jumps. Today we'll go over the mechanics behind wall jumps and how something is a wall or not in StarCraft 2. Let's start by going to our special sheet here that's gonna give us all the details. So first of all, there's three types of structures for the purpose of walling in StarCraft 2. There's the mineral patches, there's the town halls, and there's everything else. Basically everything has the same behavior except these two exceptions, town halls and mineral patches. So mineral patches don't require a square overlap when you have two structures touching each other. So corner walling with mineral patches work. You don't require an overlap for this to be a full wall. For everything else you need one square overlap for it to be a full wall, and for town halls you need two. So basically it's like the corners of the town halls do not count as a structure for the purpose of pathing, only for the purpose of building. And then you can actually wall jump as Protoss because your worker is pushed away when you build a structure like a pylon or a gateway or anything. And this is the way it works. So we'll go back to the cheat sheet after we go over the little obstacle course I did. So first of all, let's just see that if you get a structure in a corner fashion with a mineral patch, you can't go through. So this is a full wall. And if you do this with regular structures like pylons, then you can go through. Simple as that. And same here, if you have a 2 square overlap for town halls, which rarely happens, but for the sake of completion I put it in, then you can still go through. But as soon as you have an overlap with regular buildings, then you cannot go through, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The most common type of wall jumps is where you have a full wall like this, and you use the side of a building as a spot where you cannot go. So if you have a flat entry like this, you can just make a pylon in the corner and you'll jump through the wall. This can be extended to various types of wall. For instance, if I go there and even though I don't have a wall in here, this is far enough that I will boost through if I build something. Note that sometimes you need stuff behind, depending on what type of structures you are using to wall. So if I try to do it with a pylon, now it's fine, but sometimes you're gonna have to use a gateway to squeeze through. So if you go through to this one, this corner you can go using the side, but if you go on the other side, this won't work. Even if you're right in the corner. Well, if you're right in the corner it works, but this one won't work because it's using a 2x2. So what you need to do is either use a gateway to go through, or you can have other buildings right here and there. So these are the 2 squares that are important. I'm going to show it in the sheet afterwards. So if I do this, I can go through and there's no problem. So that's basically how you do those. And if we go back to the cheat sheet, then you can see the patterns. So for wall jumping over a 1 square overlap wall with 3x3 buildings, you can just put a pylon or any 2x2 buildings in the corner. If it's with a 2x2 building such as a pylon or shield battery, then you will need to cover the 2 red squares on the image. And this can be done by building a simple gateway, but say the other corner is not available, you can build pylons or whatever buildings you want to accomplish the same thing. And of course you can also use map features, which is the most common way, especially for cannon rushers. So if you have any questions for any wall, don't be afraid to ask any questions and I can probably help. Hopefully this video is useful, and see you next time everyone.